Self-centeredness differs from self-care, because while self-care involves taking care of your needs and putting yourself first once in a while, particularly if you're dealing with something stressful, self-centeredness involves thinking only about oneself. This video discusses the signs that you're too self-centered and suggests strategies to help you understand and cope with the behavior. We also help you explore whether you are too self-centered and how to be less so. Is self-centeredness the same as selfishness? Self-centeredness and selfishness are similar concepts, but they're not exactly the same thing. Self-centeredness is a single-minded focus on oneself and one's own needs, desires, preferences, and problems. Someone who is self-centered may be preoccupied with their own thoughts and feelings and may not be very attentive to the needs and perspectives of others. On the other hand, selfishness is a lack of concern for others, to the extent that someone may actively pursue their own goals and desires at the expense of others. How can you tell if you are too self-centered? While we can recognize self-centeredness in other people, it can be harder to recognize it in ourselves. These are some signs that can help you identify self-centeredness in yourself. 1. You monopolize conversations. You tend to monopolize most conversations, meetings, and interactions. When you're trying to connect with others, you do so by telling them about yourself rather than asking them about themselves. 2. You don't really listen. You have a hard time listening to others. After a conversation, meeting, or date, you can't really recall what others had to say. Your performance at work is limited because you're not paying attention to others' inputs and tapping into their knowledge base. 3. You attract people with weaker personalities. You don't get along well with people who are assertive. Most or all of your friends lack strong opinions. There aren't many interesting, opinionated people in your life because you ignore their ideas. 4. You're alone when you need help. Since you tend to attract people who aren't very assertive, you find yourself alone when you need real help. It's fun to get your own way until you have an emergency and no one around you is strong enough to help. How to be less self-centered. If someone in your life has pointed out that you're too self-centered, you may wonder how to correct that. Some strategies that can help you be less self-absorbed. Listen to others. Try to listen as much as you speak. Ask people what they think about a subject. Please get to know them better, instead of only talking about yourself. Let them steer the conversation sometimes, both at work and in your private life. You might be pleasantly surprised at what you learn. Participate in things others want to do. Instead of wanting things done your way all the time, occasionally participate in activities of others' choice, to strengthen your relationship with them and make it more balanced. Be more empathetic. Try this simple exercise to be more empathetic. When you talk to someone, and they mention a problem or difficult situation, take a few minutes to picture yourself in their shoes and think about how you would feel in that scenario. Ask what others need. When you're comforting or helping someone, ask what they want from you. Don't make the situation about yourself. Try to be more thoughtful and considerate of their feelings and needs. Consider therapy. If you're having a really hard time with this, consider therapy to help you understand what's driving your behavior and how to be more thoughtful. In conclusion, recognizing and addressing self-centeredness is crucial for personal growth and building healthy relationships. By understanding the signs of self-centered behavior and implementing strategies to combat it, you can cultivate a more balanced and empathetic approach to life. Making these changes can transform you into a more compassionate and considerate individual. Embrace the opportunity to grow and create meaningful connections with those around you.